All right, guys, I am so excited for our lesson today because if you are a music lover, no matter if it is rap or gospel or country or rock, this lesson is for you. Because I don't know if you guys really understand or put the connection together that every song that you hear actually is a poem. Whether you're talking about Lecrae or Aerosmith, the lyrics that make up a song are poetry all in itself. And today we're going to unpack one song, and then you guys are actually going to have a chance to look for a song that speaks to you because of the poetry in the lyrics of that song. So you're going to need your anthology today, and we're going to be working on page 10 in your anthology. So get ready for some music today. So did you guys know that lyrics of a song are actually a type of poem all in itself? And many times, lyrics of a song really fall under the free verse type of poetry because it is very up to the artist what this poem that will eventually be a song turns into. Sometimes these lyrics have rhymes, sometimes they don't, but almost every time a song in itself tells a story of something. A story of heartbreak, a story of worship, a story of hope, a story of despair, a story of family, a story of relationships. There's always a story inside of a song. And what I love about that is usually with a story comes a lesson of some sort. And that's going to be what we talk about today. What's beautiful and amazing, and actually, in all honesty, powerful to lyrics of a song is that it is a poem when it's written out. But then something magical happens when music is added to it, and this poem becomes a song, and it takes on a whole new feeling when that music is added to it. And we're going to see that in just a second with the example I have for you here. So today we're going to look at the song called Another Man's Shoes. And I'm going to just show it to you visually here and just read it out loud to you so that you can understand it as a poem first, and then we'll read it and listen to it as a song and kind of analyze what changes about our thinking. So before I read this, I really want you to see what are some things that you see that fit the elements of poetry. What does the repetition mean to you as you go through these lyrics? And maybe as you're reading along with me here, you can think about what are some lines of this poem that really stick out to you. So here we go, Another Man's Shoes. Play your rock and roll on the stereo, push the cruise control, disappear into the groove. Take the photograph, try to make it last, then the awkward laugh doesn't make it true. Everyone's got their own set of troubles. Everyone's got their own set of blues. Everyone's got their own set of struggles. Walk a mile in another man's shoes. In her rocking chair, playing with her hair, singing in the air, a midnight tune. She can't fall asleep. Heart is on her sleeve, waiting on a call. It never comes through. Everyone's got their own set of troubles. Everyone's got their own set of blues. Everyone's got their own set of struggles. Walk a mile in another man's shoes. If you ain't learned that by now, go ahead and walk another mile. Everyone's got their own set of troubles. Everyone's got their own set of blues. Everyone's got their own set of struggles. Walk a mile in another man's shoes. So now we're actually going to listen to the song, and I want you to pay attention to what the beat does to the words that we just talked about. I want you to pay attention to what the repetition does to the words that we just read. I want you to pay attention to where the musicians put their emphasis, not only on the words, but on their pauses as well. So I'm going to put the video up here for you to watch alongside of the lyrics for you to read as you're watching the video. So let's analyze this a second. Specifically, let's look at the chorus. Everyone's got their own set of troubles. Everyone's got their own set of blues. Everyone's got their own set of struggles. Walk a mile in another man's shoes. We repeat, the musicians, repeat that over and over again. And I wonder why that is. What does that mean? Let's unpack each of those lines on page 10 of your anthology and talk about why do you think the musicians chose to repeat that chorus over and over again. And then specifically in the middle of the song you hear, if you ain't learned that by now, go ahead, walk another mile. If you ain't learned that by now, go ahead, walk another mile. You can hear it in the song build and build and build and grow. Why? What does that mean to you? Because to me, when I hear that line, if you ain't learned that by now, go ahead, walk another mile, it's almost like they're calling me to say, you need to walk a mile in someone else's shoes. Get out of your own thinking, get out of your own norm, get out of your own self, and go. If you haven't learned it yet, go and do that. Think about what that person is maybe going through. Think about what that person is doing when they're understanding the same situation that you are, but simply it's going to be different because it's from them. That repetition almost feels like a chant, like calling to me to really, really think about the words of this line. Does it do the same thing to you? So now it's time for you to write. I want you to just spend some time writing in your writer's notebook. How does the music change the way you understand this poem? What happened to you from when you read the poem as I was reading it out loud to when the music played with it? What did you like about this poem or this song? And then tell me, what did you not like about it? When you're done, if you want to maybe even send this to me in an email or share it with me in the VOs, I would love to hear your thinking about Walk a Mile in Another Man's Shoes. So now it's your turn. Your assignment today is to find a song that speaks to you somehow. It can be of any genre. It just needs to be school appropriate, which means it needs to be talking about things that are school appropriate and using language that's school appropriate, right? Once you find that song, you're going to put it into your anthology on page 10 of your anthology, and you're going to tell me why you chose that song as a song that either means something to you or speaks to you. And I really want you to share your thinking with me. All of us have connections to poems and words and music in a way that is very unique to us. I could probably share with you right off the top of my head 5 songs that just mean something to me because of the beauty of the lyrics that are created in the poem that's written by these artists. So share with me. Think about songs that you listen to over and over again. Why? Is one of those songs maybe one that speaks to you somehow? Think about a song that maybe when you hear it transports you to the first place you heard that. I have a song that I sang at a funeral once that every time I hear that song, it reminds me of that funeral and that day. There's another song that after one of my family members passed, we played over and over again on every family function and every vacation. And every time I hear it, I think about us as a family being at the beach, missing my cousin who died. So songs have that power because of the lyrics that are created of the poems that they really truly are deep down. And I want to hear what song means something to you. Share that with me in your anthology, and you're going to take a screen clipping of it and send it in as your assignment today. And I cannot wait to see what you come up with. Have fun!